body down the aisle of some cathedral, lay it out in front of some altar, family sitting there weeping and crying. And we supposed to get up and hallucinate a life if you never walk. Most people shouldn't have a funeral. Most people should go from the morgue to the cemetery. But most people have done nothing that means nothing to nobody. Most people got their degrees, got them a little income, got their little routine, and died. And we're supposed to act like that now. Ask yourself every day, if this was my last day, what can they say my life meant? And if you are not satisfied with your own answer, I'm not talking about somebody, your own answer. If you can't say that my life has helped bring some meaning, some progress, some new day, I was involved in some way, that when my life is over, they can say I was part of making a difference. If you can't say it, then you need to get involved for yourself. Don't do it for him. Don't do it for Mandela. Do it for you. Because your day of reckoning will come and the assessment on you will go into eternity. That is why I can fight and not care what the media says. I'm not fighting for them. I am fighting because I have a certain time that's been given me on earth, and I'm going to do what I believe is right for me and what I believe, and leave that legacy for my children to say, this is what he did. They will not be able to say that I left billions of dollars. They will not be able to say I owned acres of land. But they will be able to say, when it came to profiling and justice, when somebody had to stand for the Sean Bells and the Roland Adams, I was marked president. Because I understand that the arm and the arc of the universe, Martin Luther King said, is long, but it bends toward justice. Everything in history tells me, in the end, right will overtake might every time. That's why Barack Obama's win meant so much. When I was getting off the plane 3 days before his inauguration, a young white brother on the plane said to me, Reverend Al, I said, yes, sir. He said, it's going to be a great day. I said, yes. He says that it really got to me when I read in the newspapers that Mr. Obama was going to be sworn in with his hand on Abe Lincoln's Bible. I told him, yeah, I probably got more emotional than you for a different reason. He said, what was that? I said, because what you probably didn't realize is that when Mr. Lincoln put his hand on that Bible, it was against the laws of the United States for my people to even be able to read that Bible. And to think we've gone from being forced illiterates to where he's about to go up with his black wife and children and sleep in Lincoln's bed. Shows you how far we've come. And those that were mocked and laughed at, those that people said won't make a difference, they won. The day Rosa Parks sat on that bus, she wasn't the only black on the bus. There were 3 other blacks on the bus that day. They just are forgotten by history because they kept their seat. One of them was a big, muscular black that beat everybody in the pool room. But his muscles did not give him the courage to take a stand. Yet this frail 95-pound woman sat down and refused to give up her seat. And that moral courage broke apartheid in the southern United States. Don't ever forget the moral strength it took for grandmothers with no education, no money, to look at biting dogs in Alabama and defy death, looking at them saying, "We shall overcome." Don't ever forget how blacks sat in South African jail, never knowing that they would ever be free, but saying, "I'm going to sit here with my dignity than to be free to roam around in slavery." And in the same span of time, the same year that we saw the Berlin Wall brought down in Germany, that we saw Russia disassemble and implode as a superpower, early one Sunday morning, we saw Mandela walk out of jail with his shoulders high and his head up and walk from prisoner to president because they never gave up. Blacks in South Africa that didn't fight. There are plenty of blacks that rode the back of the bus. But history remembers those that stood. And you got to decide tonight which one you gonna be. Whose side are you on? Are you part of those that let others pay a price and you cash in? Are you part of those that say, "I'm gonna do my part"? Whether it's out front or quietly. You can be quiet. Register quietly. Slip in the polls. Act like you're voting for the opposition. And close the curtain and strike a blow for freedom. We won't even tell anybody. But don't be mob absent. History is upon us. Never before have we had a person of color as the head of the free world. Never before have you had this amount of energy all over the diaspora. You can seize the time and move it forward, or you can make excuses and be part of the irrelevant Negro that we cast on the side in the indexes of historic writings. I challenge you to rise up in Great Britain. You're the children of Mandela and Gandhi and King. You are the ones they fought for. You are the ones they believed that they paid the price. You would vindicate the investment. We'll be watching to see what you do. Thank you.